Folks, Steve Sanderson, President of Veterans in Politics International and Nevada Veterans Association. I'm out here at the Clark County Regional Justice Center, and we observed Clark County District Court Judge Jennifer Schwartz. And we believe Jennifer Schwartz did an amazing job today. Our courtroom was packed. She had defendants from the Clark County Detention Center all shackled up in there. There were lawyers in there. There were a lot of marshals. There was a lot of people that had guns in her courtroom. I was a little jealous because I didn't have mine, so, you know. But there was a lot of people in there with guns, and all the right people, I must say. And she did an amazing job. There was one inmate in there particular. It was around, I don't know, close to like 11 o'clock in the PM, or sorry, in the AM, close to lunchtime. And this inmate said that, hey, you know, Judge, I can't continue with my case because I'm a diabetic and I haven't had breakfast. So the judge asked, hey, what time did, aren't you supposed to have breakfast? And he goes, they didn't give us breakfast. They got us out of the cell at 6 a.m. and here we are 11 a.m. and this gentleman didn't have breakfast. So if he didn't have breakfast, there's a great possibility that a lot of other inmates didn't have breakfast that was in her courtroom today, and probably in other courtrooms throughout the Regional Justice Center. So I just want to put a word out there, you're innocent until proven guilty. And even if you are guilty, you still have a right of a human being, and we need to feed these inmates in time. So Clark County Detention Center, which is right there, okay? I mean, whoever's running that detention center, if you know you have to bring inmates to the Regional Justice Center at 6 a.m. or whatever their court time is, make sure they get fed, all right? At least have a Snickers bar for them. So some of these inmates, they have a low sugar. So you got to make sure you take care of our Clark County citizens, because that's what they are. So back to Jennifer Schwartz. She continued the case because she realized that this inmate mind probably a little foggy, and she continued the case to make sure the next time the inmate shows up in her courtroom that they're fed before they get there. The next judge we went and saw today was Mary Kay Holthus, Judge Holthus. Everybody remember Mary Kay? She made national, probably international news when that Superman guy leaped over her bench. Now, Mary Kay, she's a no-nonsense judge, but she also is a very compassionate judge. And she listens, she's very reasonable, and as far as what we saw, and she made sure that she discussed inmates when they are pleading guilty, that if they are illegally here in the United States, they might be deported. So she made sure that was part of her talking points, and she thanked veterans for being in her courtroom for their service. She thanked veterans for their service, those veterans that are actually appearing in her courtroom. And I remember what she said to one defendant, quote, I am not going to give you community service. I want you to focus on getting better. Oh my God, a judge said that. Could you believe that? She says, I'm not going to give you community service because I want you to focus on getting better. My hat's off to you, Mary Kay Holthus, Judge Holthus. That was an amazing quote, and I'm sure that you meant it, and it came from the heart, and I'm proud of you for doing that. That was real honorable for you to say that on the bench to a defendant. Thank you very much for doing that. If nobody says thank you for that, Judge Holthus, I'm saying thank you for doing that. That was an amazing job. So, folks, we have a huge election next year in 2026. All the district court judges are going to be on the ballot. And I want you to pay attention to these judges. This is why we're going to go to every single district court judge's courtroom and every justice of the peace that are on the ballot in 2026. every municipal court judge that is on the ballot in 2026 to give you an idea of what's going on. And I welcome anybody that want to come and court observe. Come on down and court observe yourself. You don't need me. You can do it yourself. But if you want to get with me, call me up at 702-283-8088. We give you one of these Veterans in Politics shirts, right? Veterans in Politics shirts, and you could come on down and court observe with us.